At Habits of Waste, we identify problems and come up with solutions to protect this planet. We want people to understand you matter. You actually can make the difference. Crayon Collection was born because I learned that there was 150 million crayons being thrown away by restaurants alone. So I started by asking restaurants to collect their crayons and finding a local school within 5 miles to pick them up once a month. We created art education programming with those crayons, and essentially it became this organization that grew to all 50 states, 10 countries. We set a Guinness World Record. We've saved over 20 million crayons to date, and it keeps going. It was in those same restaurants that I kept seeing the plastic straws on everybody's table. I mean, you order a glass of water, it came with a straw in it. I saw that there was 500 million plastic straws being thrown away per day in the US alone, and I realized we can do something about this. So we spearheaded the first plastic straw and cutlery ban in history, and subsequently we saw city after city after city, country after country participate. We saw that there's 40 billion packs of plastic cutlery produced per year with the sole intention of being used once and thrown in the garbage. So we thought, well, what if we were to change the default setting on these food delivery applications to make plastic cutlery available by opt-in only? 14,000 people wrote emails in, and one by one, we convinced them to change their default setting. We learned that Postmates, within a year, was able to save 120 million packs of plastic cutlery. That equates to $3.2 million in savings for restaurants. So we took that information and we took it all the way up to the highest level here in the state of California, and we just passed AB 1276 so that every restaurant can only provide plastic cutlery upon request. It takes a lot of effort and a lot of work. But then you turn on the TV and you see your favorite actor or actress drinking out of a plastic water bottle, having their salad in a plastic container with a plastic fork. We love our movies, we love our TV shows, but subliminally they're telling us something. They're telling us what is and is not acceptable throughout society. So we wanted to create a campaign, which is now called Lights, Camera, Plastic, where we reduce or hopefully eliminate single-use plastic from being seen on screen as often as possible. We're trying our best to get into every single studio and get them to understand that we don't want to see single-use plastic anymore. It's time to denormalize it. So many times environmentalism is about changing systems in a grand scale. However, I believe strongly that it starts with us. We have to make a modification in our own daily lives, and then it builds and builds and builds. Before you know it, you have change happen on a really big scale. If Western cultures were to eat 40% less animal products, we create enough carbon offset to combat climate change, period. Usually we eat about 21 meals, so 40% of that's 8 meals. Eat 8 plant-based meals a week. See how that feels. We created this cool app where there's quizzes, there's ways you could take photographs, you could talk to your friends, you can share your progress, you can find really cool recipes, plug them into your calendar, and then in the end, you track how much of a carbon offset you've created. I think this is a door opener for the imperfect environmentalists, because we don't want just a handful of people doing it perfectly. We want a lot of people doing it imperfectly. We are in awe of the opportunities that come our way. At this moment, our goal is to be able to take all those opportunities and run with them, but we need to expand. And so today we're asking you to please give, help us grow, and take on all these awesome opportunities that are coming our way to make change in a massive scale. We're part of this planet, just like all the animals are, just like the trees grow out of this earth, we do too. And my hope is that we start to remember how close we actually are to this planet and how important it is to protect it. We can make a change, we can make a difference, we cannot give up. We can do this together.